See, it's best not to hyper-react when children fall. They're fine.
This is SportsCentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto, and we've officially seen a full week of NHL hockey. And it's no secret that the first week is never overly pretty. I mean, even the pretty goals are ugly at this point of the season. You can never take anything too seriously this time of year. And we are cautioned not to put too much stock into what these early pre-American Thanksgiving games mean. But there are a few things we think we know for certain already. First things first, the Vegas Golden Knights do not believe in hangovers. We should have known that though, right? And we have no idea why so few people pick the Golden Knights to repeat and win the Stanley Cup again, especially considering they only lost one player from their championship roster. It's borderline disrespectful how little hype the Golden Knights have gotten. And only one of our TSN analysts picked them to win in our preseason show. And it's no surprise it's our guy Craig Budden on the right side of history once again. Well, at least so far this season. Now, most teams struggle to start their season post-Cup, especially on banner night. But Vegas are a perfect 4-0 and are showing no signs of the Stanley Cup hangover. The second thing we learned this season, and honestly we probably already knew this one, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are still a cheat code. These two don't normally play on a line together. And it's good to know that if literally anything is plaguing Edmonton, they can just throw these two together on a line and all will be right in the world again. After dropping the first two games to Vancouver, the Oilers needed a shot in the arm like we told you yesterday. And they got just that. Jay Woodcroft put Connor and Leon together, and the duo combined for 6 points in that 6-1 win. The Oilers know that long-term success has to come from these two weapons running their own lines. But it's definitely fun to watch every once in a while, when the Oilers need that crazy spark. Last but most certainly not least, the coaches are not messing around right now. Even though it's still extremely early in the season, fresh off signing a multi-year extension, Lindy Ruff has made some waves so far. Not only did he bench his highest paid forward, Timo Meier, for almost the entire third period in their loss to Florida Monday, he followed it up with a miracle on ice-esque practice yesterday. I'm sure the players were thinking that that practice was the definition of a joke. And yet we'll do just about anything to get that video in here.
And we get a penalty on the play, that's a joke. That's the definition of a joke right there.
But it's not like the Devils are off to a bad start, they're 2-2. It's not just Lindy though. After one of the most grueling training camps the Canucks have ever experienced, Rick Tocchet is not taking his foot off the gas. They beat the Oilers twice before being shut out by the Flyers last night. And Tocchet was not holding back with his thoughts.
Well, I mean, I can't even pick one guy who played well other than Demko. It was unreal. We just got some guys, they better pick it up. I mean, I saw a lot of, I don't like to use the word soft, but I didn't see guys competing at all. And that's alarming.
To the NFL, and ever since it was announced that flag football would be in the 2028 Olympics, we've had plenty of rumblings about interested NFL players. Tyreek Hill started it off saying, calling all NFL guys, let's bring one home. And yesterday, Micah Parsons announced his intentions, as well as putting together what sounds like one of the most elite flag squads ever assembled.
I'm going on the U.S. team. I'm going to go win an Olympic gold medal because I can't do it in track and I can't do anything else, but I know I can play some flag football. I'll be joining the team. I heard Tyreek said he's joining, so me and Tyreek's going to start it off. All our guys should be in that team. We need Justin Jefferson out there. We need Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb.
Are you kidding me? A team with the Cheetah, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb? I guess in that scenario, we've got Micah playing quarterback? Okay, I guess. But he's not the only one who wants in. As Gronk also said he's interested, saying, quote, hopefully there's no tryouts and they just accept me. But I'm in. I'm going for that if there's flag football in the Olympics in 2028. USA going all the way. And at times like this, we're thankful to have access to our football guru on the staff, Luca Celebre, who put together his dream lineup for the American flag football team. Take it away, Gugene.
All right, I'm going to give you my offense and defense Jesse style on the mini mic. Let's start on offense. Lamar Jackson at quarterback. There's no one better than him for flag football because of his running ability. Only one running back, Christian McCaffrey. I think it makes sense. He's a great receiver, but just a weapon overall. And then receivers, Tyreek Hill. Obvious. No one can catch him, no one can touch him and tackle, let alone flag football. And Devontae Adams and Brandon Ayuk rounded out, two great route runners, and Ayuk specifically, freaky athletic. He can do some insane things with the ball in his hands. On defense, let's go with Fred Warner of San Fran. Best linebacker in football. He can cover everyone. Good against the run, which could help in flag football. Micah Parsons, ultimate weapon. He can kind of do everything. Maybe not cover as well, but he's just a freaky athlete. And then we've got some youth on the back end. Minkah Fitzpatrick, rangy safety, and then Sauce Gardner and Patrick Surtain, two of the best corners in the game. I think it's a star-studded 5-on-5, but let me know what you think.
Wow, Kujin, all that info in under a minute. We love having you on. You gotta be kidding me. Time now for my favorite segment and yours, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
And that might be the best catch I've ever seen. Seriously, no hyperbole, that is insane. Let's watch it one more time. It's almost like that dude came out of nowhere. He wasn't even expecting it. He just jumped up and grabbed. That was sick. Literally, if I did anything like that in my life, that would be it. That would be me hanging it up. We're done. I'm retired. Okay, so the in-arena product in the NBA is pretty cool, but it's got nothing on basketball in Serbia, as we can see from this partisan BC game, as this crowd is giving us straight up soccer vibes. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And we see a lot of cool stuff on the show. That's really cool. Joined now by our gambling guy, Wes Cheng, to talk Game 4 of the WNBA Finals. Great to see you, Wes.
Great to see you, Marissa.
Okay, Wes, do you see the Liberty forcing a Game 5? Or are the Aces going to be crowned champions tonight?
They're probably hopping on a plane back to Vegas after tonight's game. The big news coming out of Game 3, Chelsea Gray officially ruled out for tonight's game, but then Kia Stokes was also added to the injury report, their backup center. So now the Aces are just razor thin. Those two injuries have resulted in the line moving a full 3 points in New York's favor. It's now -5.5. But another big point to add, New York has absolutely smashed at home all season versus Las Vegas. I don't really seeing that change tonight. In order for Las Vegas to close this thing out on the road, they're going to need Asia Wilson to have a monster game. And even so, it still might not be enough. I think this one is ultimately going the distance.
All right, give us your best bet for tonight's game.
I'm going back to the well with Jonquel Jones. I'm taking the over on her points prop. The size advantage just got worse for Las Vegas with the news of Kia Stokes. They really haven't had an answer for her on the glass all series, and I expect that to continue tonight. She's also in rhythm from deep. She shot 4 for 7 from the three-point line last game. In a spot where I expect Las Vegas to lose this game, Jonquel Jones, I think, is in a really good position to hit the over.
Wes Cheng, a pleasure as always. Enjoy the game tonight.
Thanks for having me.
And you can watch Game 4 of the WNBA Finals tonight on TSN. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. That's all for today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow, 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Have a good one.